I think having a mental coach on board helps a lot. I mean, you can see 10 years ago, there was pretty much no football or ice hockey teams or anyone who had it. Now pretty much all the big clubs have one full-time employee who works with the players and everything. So I mean, that if something is proof of concept, and we can see that in CS, that a lot of mental coaches coming in and actually helping the teams out, because CS, more than any other sport, is a mind game, because it's like when you feel invincible, when you feel the mood is on, I mean, you play so much better than you can do the day after. Even though you're in this exact same spot, exact same settings, you're gonna be worse, and it's only your mind, you know, that does it. It's nothing physical at all. So I think, you know, being able to deliver more stable CS on an average, on how can you say, having a straight line in your performances you're benefiting a lot from that. You probably don't have the peaks like this. Instead, it goes up like this, and on a higher level at least. So I think it's a super important thing, and I mean, it's right now, even though I think it's so many top teams that has it or have plans to get it as well. So I think it's going to be every day. Yeah, we're planning on getting one as well. I mean, because we're trying to, you know, be one step ahead of our opponents all the time. Well, obviously this isn't the only thing, and obviously some opponents already have it. But I mean, we're trying to think the big picture here. So obviously we need to have an edge. Yeah, I think actually what the mental coach will help out with is, you know, being able to focus on your game, not being affected too much by the outside, you know, or if you're in a dip, helping your mental strength get out of that again. Because, you know, going into a dip from tournament to tournament, it gets in the back of your head. And I mean, coming back up after that, and then as well, putting on your mindset before a tournament on how to practice, why you practice, and why you do all this different things to be able to be as prepared as possible, both mentally and, you know, in-game wise for a tournament coming up. So I think it's super important to have the right view on everything. I think the difference between a coach and a sports psychologist is, I mean, the coach, it's during the game, he can pump you up, get you that extra level, and I mean, cheer you on if you're doing something good, or try picking you up if you do something bad. The mental coach, though, he's doing all the work before. He's not going to be there during the game. He's going to be there before you, and then you're on your own. So he's pretty much training you to cope with different situations that can occur during the game, and, you know, being able to perform your best. Well, I think having a good sleeping schedule and doing some physical activity. You don't need to be in super athlete shape to perform good in CS. So just as long as you move, because you sit down during those tournament hours, I mean, you can sit down for 4 or 5 hours straight on the stage. So you need to be able to get oxygen into your brain. Otherwise, I mean, you're gonna perform a lot worse than you normally do. You need to go out walking or running a little bit, or maybe go to the gym a little bit. You don't need to be in super shape to perform good, but just as long as you move yourself a little bit, makes all the difference. I mean, I have myself as an example. I mean, I got huge when I quit ice hockey in the beginning of CS, and I was so tired, so my performance started going like this because I didn't move myself. I had only junk food and all this stuff. Then I started, you know, just going out for walks for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour sometime, and I started performing again. So it was that simple solution for me, and I mean, I think that's a tip for everybody, you know, sitting at home, playing, trying to get somewhere, but I feel like I can't focus, and I mean, and it's also a really good thing, because if you have a bad game, go out for a short walk, and you come back fresh.